Network marketing could be a very, very challenging experience. And for those of you who have never had any experience, knowledge, or any exposure for that matter, may have a lot of questions. Is it all hype? Is it real? Can you be successful? Can you not? Well, I got an audiobook that is coming out very, very soon called The Lion Network Marketer, the extended version. I wrote the original book 5 years ago, and the extended version has a chapter from 2015 and a chapter from 2020. And I'm going to go a little bit deeper into why, where, when, how, and how it could benefit you. This is the ME Show. Girls on me on the dance floor, all eyes on me. Who will see? Man, you better come get your girl dog. All eyes on me, party like a rock star. You can find me in VIP. All eyes on me, yeah, where the girls are. This is how your night should be. All eyes on me, all eyes on the prize. Money supersized, G5 super fly, fly should be supervised. Do or die, open up your eyes, head to the sky. Keep a mean bad mommy on the side. Make a tsunami, kamikaze on the mind. Spit flow, paparazzi flash shine. Get dough, champagne, Merlot. Cash and tango, in the VIP. Now she wanna touch her ankle. Get low, mueve mami como el dembow. All eyes on me, peeping through the window. Get mine, get yours, believe it or not. In the meantime, I'ma keep my eyes on the top. All eyes on me, drinks on me. Girls on me, on the dance floor. All eyes on me, who will see? Man, you better come get your girl dog. All eyes on me, party like a rock star. You can find me in VIP. All eyes on me, yeah, where the girls are. This is how your night should be. All eyes on me, indeed. Ali Midawi here, your strategic partner. I personally focus on working with struggling entrepreneurs to leverage the social media space in the digital world to create brand equity and revenue. And today, more than ever, I'm going to hit a little bit on some spots for those of you who are in network marketing specifically. So I've been on and off network marketing for the last 13 going on 14 years, and I've had a lot of success and at the same time, a lot of crashes and burns. See, I found myself, the more success I was creating and the more attainable I was feeling that it would be forever, the harder that crash would be. And I never, ever quit on a company. A company always has quit on me. Let me explain. So I was in the very first experience that you would say I had measurable results, or as people would consider it, success. In 2012 to 2015, I was part of an energy company. And within that energy company, I had 68% off a $400 million company. The network was in my organization. It was the very first time I made a lot of noise. I was requested all over the country, speaking everywhere. And it was a lot of craziness. Was I ready for it? I'm not sure. But what I can tell you is everything I ever wanted to achieve financially, it was happening for me. It was happening for my family. But that company went on to sell in January of 2015 and left the face of the companies, myself along with other individuals, totally in full embarrassment. 2015 to 2016, actually January 2015, we decided we're going to go to another company, which was all about health and wellness. We figured if we are in health and wellness, our energy checks will not be touched because that was the deal with the company when they shut their doors up. Well, here's what happened. In August of 2015, exactly about 8 months later, it was like a pregnancy. What ended up happening is that company had issues with FTC, where wherever they were reporting did not match their book of business. And again, I was building it in 6 countries. Everything was looking great and promising, qualified myself and my wife for the retreats, and crash and burn one more time. You know, I said to myself for that very same moment, maybe, and just maybe, this isn't a profession for myself. Can you relate? Have you had a bad experience in network marketing? And then in that very same year, I had a company, a $1.6 billion company, reach out. And they're saying, we want you to help us create a network marketing division. We've never had it. We're publicly traded. And I thought, publicly traded, everything's got to be legit. Okay, let's give it a try. A year and a half was fantastic. Hundreds of thousands of customers. Everything was great. But because I've learned from my first and the second time, I decided I'm going to build my own brand. I'm going to have my own story. I'm going to make sure that I control my own network so I never, ever, ever have to fall into the trap of a network marketing company. If a company does bad business, it will not be a reflection of me if my network is intact. Well, guess what I did? I did just that. Medawi Enterprise, what you're seeing in here, was born that actual year in a very, very active way. Well, that company started taking the content that I had for my blogs, my videos, and they started creating literally verbatim, word for word, information, modules, training systems, and reselling them under a different department. As you could imagine, I wasn't too happy. We parted ways. Me going after a $1.6 billion company, that inside their building, I met Dick Cheney. I met every VP from the past, every president from the past. I've met, mayors, governors. I've met them all. They were very, very involved. I knew I had no way to go for that battle, so I just walked away. And that was officially the very first time Ali said, "I'm done. I'm not building a network ever again." And the reason that is I fell into the trap of the lying network marketer. And that is what brings me in here to why we're starting this video series. I'm going to come here and talk to you every single day, as we have the audiobook that is going to be released in about 2 weeks. The official date will be announced on Friday. But I'm going to walk with you step by step through why we've written this book. How can it actually help you in a very specific way? How can you learn from it and eliminate any negative impact? See, the Lying Network Marketer was inspired by me. The mistakes that I have made, the issues that I have occurred, from my very first home meeting when I was in a company that cost $500 to get into. I had a coworker of mine that was in my living room, home meeting, and she looks at me dead in the eye at the end of the meeting, and she says, "Have you made money?" Mind you, it was only a week, not even a full week since I've been in the company. So even if I had any commissions coming my way, it won't hit my bank account and the checks won't be cut until about 2 weeks later. So I looked at her dead in the eye as my upline is doing this. I was like, "Yeah, of course I made money." She was like, "You made this $1,000 if I refer to people?" I'm like, "Of course I made my $1,000. Now, what I failed to disclose as the rookie that I was, 13 or 11 or 12, whatever years ago that it was, in that very specific experience, is I didn't mention that those two people had to each enroll seven customers. And I personally had to have 7 customers. In other words, the stars had to be fully aligned. And I explained why the human element, why we as people, we tend to do things like that. Why do we lie? Why do we hype up our money? Why do we say, "Yeah, I'm making money," while you haven't made a check in a while? Why do we say my company's the best company ever while you don't even understand the compensation plan, or you don't even understand the service or the product that you offer? So again, this book is going to absolutely enlighten you on how to never, ever, ever, ever make those ridiculous mistakes and fall into the trap of the lying network marketer. Is this book about hyping up, or is it me bashing network marketing? Absolutely not. It's me calling myself out. It's me calling my mistakes out, and it's me calling out the specific people that I've worked out. I don't mention any names, of course, but those individuals that I worked with that have helped me shape my new way of doing things, that have helped me identify the right way of doing business, and of course, the ones that were in the experiences that misled, lied, or did certain things that I don't want you to fall into the trap. And here's why. This profession of network marketing, I fell in love with it. It gave me the freedom that I have with my wife. My wife has not reported to a job in 4 years. I have not reported to a traditional business and or a traditional job in over 11 years. I'm not saying that to brag to you. I'm saying that I am grateful for network marketing. However, I am extremely upset with the very select few bad apples that get in network marketing, because the good news about network marketing is that anyone and everyone can get involved. The bad news about network marketing is that anyone and everyone can get involved. And that's where you get mixed crowds. That's where you get people who start lying, hyping up, exaggerating. You see it all the time. How many times, let me know in the comment, how many times have you been hit on by a presentation and somebody's telling you that they're making $1 gazillion, that they're extremely rich, and then you go and check on their profile on who they are, and you see the worst of the worst things possible. Like, there is no way that what you send me in a text matches what you actually are representing on your social media assets. So I don't want you to make the mistakes of falling into the trap of the hype, the exaggeration, the idea of, I'm not gonna tell you what you're not asking about. One of the things that it has always been my pet peeve when I hear the top producer or the top earner. What does that really mean in network marketing? The interesting thing is, network marketing is one of the very, very few non-traditional professions where people will walk around and say, I'm a top producer with 2 reps. Everywhere else that you hear Forbes 100, Forbes 500, Forbes 1000, there is legitimate numbers that back up those statistics or those rankings. Well, in network marketing, everyone is a top producer. Now, again, I don't share that to challenge. I don't share that to make anyone look bad, but it makes us all look bad when we are all making those little tiny bit of mistakes. So when you or I get the right prospect, the prospect says it's too good to be true. The reason that prospect said it's too good to be true is because they felt like you were hyping up or exaggerating, or someone else before you has hyped up and exaggerated. And what ended up happening, when you, the honorable, the right person with the right integrity, comes to talk to that individual, what ends up happening? They turn it around and they start saying things like, hey, I've heard this before. What you're telling me, somebody already lied to me about. And then you're suffering. So we need to address, I've learned this a long time ago. The first way to solve a problem is to identify that there is one. Network marketing is an incredible experience for me and for my family. I will never, ever see myself do anything else outside this profession, whether it's a consultant, as a trainer, as an owner, as a global master trainer. It doesn't matter. I will always be involved in this profession, but I will not sit here and tell you sunshine and rainbow and tell you just what your ears want to hear. We have to be, the righteous ones and call people out on doing the right thing, not calling them out in a rude way, but just, hey man, let me show you how you can do this better. Do you know that in Japan, you have to be a licensed network marketer? South Korea, you have to be a licensed network. It's like real estate. If you don't have your license and you don't take your test every 2 years to renew it, you can't operate. You literally get sued. So I wish it was the case in here. Now, I know for my capitalist friends, I know what you're saying, like, Ali, get the government out of here. I'm not asking for that. All I'm saying is we need to do better as individuals, because the truth is good enough about network marketing. In this book, which I am so excited about, it sold 47,000 copies 5 years ago. And I'm going to be actually releasing it for many, many individuals who are in my inner circle. To be part of my inner circle, go to winwithali.com and just opt in the inner circle, and you will get it absolutely at no cost to you. Or you can wait when it releases for the general public in about 60 days. I'm really, really excited for this audiobook. Every chapter from 2015 is narrated, and then I match it for an updated new chapter from 2020. So you see what was then and what is now. And I call myself out even now from the Ali from 2015 and some of the things that I wish I would have done differently. This audiobook is, I cannot talk enough about it. But here's one thing that I'll tell you. A lot of work has gone into it. A lot of hours have gone into recording it and re-recording it. Shout out to truthbetold.tv and Mr. B, who's the executive producer. Definitely check him out. He's dropping in the comments. But just go to truthbetold.tv. He's the executive producer. I cannot wait for you all to hear how crisp and amazing the quality of the sound is. And I welcome any and all feedback. But again, on Friday, we announced the official release of the audiobook, the date itself. And obviously, I cannot wait to share it with my inner circle. In order to be part of my inner circle and get your audiobook at no cost, go to winwithali.com and it'll be sent to you the day of the release. And then for everybody else that does not want to receive it at no cost, you can wait until we release it in 60 days from now. Again, I appreciate you and I thank you. We're starting this video series today, but tomorrow we're going to be covering the biggest lie in network marketing. So join me tomorrow. Make sure you tag anyone that needs to be educated on network marketing, because there's a catch-22 in there. I know it sounds provocative, but the biggest lie has nothing to do with network marketing. That's a little hint for you. So I cannot wait to see each and every one of you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, a lot of love coming your way. Appreciate you. And until next time, peace out, everybody.